Well, we're back right here on Hala, Kuwait, and I hope everyone out there is having a nice evening. We have with us right now Patty Marotte, and she is a business owner. And we have with us an American who has become a Kuwaiti and has a lot to say about living in Kuwait and becoming herself a Kuwaiti businesswoman. But Patty, we'd like to welcome you to our program, Hala, Kuwait.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Pleasure to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here.
Patty, tell us now a little bit about your journey to Kuwait and how long you've been here in the state of Kuwait.
I came here, I met my husband in university in California, and we decided to come here in the summer, and after that we decided to stay, so we're raising our family here. I've got 4 kids, 2 in university, 1 in high school, and 1 in middle school. And it's been a wonderful journey. I've met all kinds of fantastic and beautifully people that are just trying to make change and want to make Kuwait a better place for themselves and their family.
Well, that's great to hear. So maybe you could tell us, what do you think about Kuwaiti women regarding having an important role and positions and meeting a lot of entrepreneurs during your life right here in the state of Kuwait?
The role of Kuwaiti women is undeniable. The most important thing, we're almost half of the population of the country. Everything revolves around the Kuwaiti woman and what her endeavors are, whether they're educational or professional. And the one unique thing that I've seen about Kuwaiti entrepreneurs versus our counterparts in America is the need of why they want to open a business is different than the need of perhaps other ladies from other countries, because it's not coming out of an economic need, it's coming out of desire to create or a desire to make change or a desire to serve people in their community. And I think that's very beautiful, because when that passion is there,
everything can happen.
Yeah, everything's happening. It's not about making the money. Alhamdulillah, everybody, you know, living bikhair and they have a good life. So it's about serving their community and serving where they live and making change here. And that makes more inventors and innovators and creators. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And for the last 20 years, I've been surrounded by...
Yeah, you've been here almost 22 years, as you said. So, and you touched on a little bit now. What else have you learned about Kuwaiti women right here in the state of Kuwait during this period?
During this period, I think now that we see Kuwaiti women with the rights to vote, the rights to enter military service and be part of parliament, I think that they're going to make laws and changes and implementations that will help society at a whole, not just for the Kuwaiti women. And I think this is very important. A lot of them now are leaving the country and getting their education and coming back with those ideas and implementing those ideas. And this is something that's very needed.
Patty, now tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started your own business. Tell us what your business is about right here in the state of Kuwait. And take some time to tell us about that, please.
I have 2 businesses currently. My first business I started was over 8 years ago, and it was from the push and the encouragement of Kuwaiti women entrepreneurs.
Okay.
There was a food movement happening in Kuwait and pop-up markets happening in Kuwait, and that started to be the trend, and they were curated by Kuwaiti women. And they reached out to me and said, "You've got something nice to offer, give it a try, join us." And it was that concept of inclusion that really has just propelled me my whole journey of entrepreneurship here in Kuwait.
Can you tell us what you have to offer, please?
My first business was out of a desire for us to eat healthier. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called lupus, and it's lupus. And I made the connection to what we eat and being a mother of 4, and I was working on my graduate work. I realized we weren't eating the best foods. We were eating out of convenience, and I noticed that me and my family were sick. And that's when I started making the connection to food. So I started making my own products instead of buying canned products or frozen products. I started making my own spices, infusing olive oils with. My whole passion is how spices and herbs are in abundance for us to use, and how at a phytonutrient level, at a cellular level, they can help us and make us feel better.
Can you give us an example and tell us more about that, please?
The no-wall is turmeric, garlic, these
yes.
things, but there's, you know, we have the little nuances, like we have the black seed, the hebba baraka. There are scientific, proven studies, peer-reviewed studies that will tell you that these things, when you do them in certain amounts and synergistically with either a fat-soluble or water-soluble, they have a lot of benefits for your body. You can fight inflammation. You can regain your cardio health back. It'll help you at your mitochondria work at a cellular level. they're here for us to use.
Right.
And as modernization happens, we're more into supplements, popping pills.
Yeah, we have our busy lifestyle,
Yes,
and sometimes
and we look for
it's more
convenience.
convenient for that, as you said.
And so my passion is the history of spices, how every culture uses them, the Chinese medicine, the Middle East region, Ayurveda for the Indian subcontinent, and how we can get back to that, back to the basics. It's not just in the food to make it taste good, it's in the food because it helps us and it can help us heal. And then when the pandemic happened and everybody was stuck at home cooking, I saw my business take a different turn. I had people contacting me and, okay, what do I do for this? How do I incorporate this? Because all of a sudden it was like, I'm in my kitchen, I gotta feed myself and my family, what do I do? Not for cooking, but how to implement ingredients for make sure that we have a higher, for example, during the pandemic, you know, that we were more, our immunity was higher.
Yeah, nutritious, healthy meals.
Yes, to fight off, you know, any viruses
Sure.
and try to stop ourselves or prevent ourselves from getting sick. And then that was in the time where I started to evolve and phase into my second business, which is where I do coaching for women that are mid-aged women that have been diagnosed with autoimmune, how to eat better, how to keep moving and feel better.
It seems, Patty, sorry, that autoimmune diseases are on the increase.
They are.
In Kuwait and worldwide, is that correct?
At an alarming rate, and the ages are getting even younger. You're now starting to see children born with autoimmune, and even what's even more fascinating in the medical field, we are now starting to see diseases that were in their own category, but now they're going to be you know, they're sliding into an autoimmune category, and they're realizing that it's a failure of your body attacking itself, whether it's your heart, your pancreas, your liver, whatever it may be, and realizing that that disease is a manifestation of chronic inflammation in your body, which is the root of most diseases, most modern day diseases.
And so some of the things that you do and make, a lot of your products you make yourself, correct?
Yes. All of my products are in-house. I make them myself, high-quality organic products.
Amazing.
Yes, and that's a business that's running on its own, and in that I involve into teaching women how...
And how is that going?
I love it. I love it. Because I was a teacher for over 20 years, and I help special needs children, and my specialty is behavioral sciences and how to change from good action, from bad action to a good action, to develop self-help skills or to take care of yourself. I use that now, and I teach women how to take care of themselves and overcome their disease. That's
great to hear. So how do you find, you know, the business field right here in the state of Kuwait? There's a lot of competition in many different ways. How's that going with you?
When it comes to women entrepreneurship, I think my theory and philosophy on that is there is no competition.
Okay.
I'm one of the people from the school of thought that proximity is power. So for example, when I have my spice business, and you know, there was a lot of spice makers at that time, I wasn't competing with them. I reached out to
You had your own niche.
I had my own niche, and there's 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
We can all serve.
Sure.
We can all be a benefit. There's no competition, and I think women need to embrace each other and empower each other and realize that we can help each other. We don't have to, it's not a competition. No matter
well, it's
what
nice to hear that. You have a very nice positive outlook on things.
Yeah, I never felt threatened, and the opposite. I would make myself in close proximity to those people and learn from them, and hopefully they learn from me.
Great to hear that. And
Thank you.
Patty, it was a pleasure to have you on our program, Hala Kuwait. Any last words for our audience watching this evening?
For any woman who's watching out there, and I'm raising 3 beautiful queens myself, just never give up on your dreams. Just go for your passions. You can be multi-passionate and be successful. Never
very well
up.
said. And it was a pleasure to have you with us, and we wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors.
It was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. We'd like to thank our guest, Patty Marotte, for her time with us tonight, right here on Hala Kuwait. She's a business owner, wishing her all the best of luck in her future endeavors. Well, right now we're going to take a short break, and I'll be back with you. Stay tuned.